Hi everyone, this is Monica Liu and I am retired in Pennsylvania. Thanks for stopping by my channel today. If you are new here, welcome. Several people have asked me to talk about taxes in retirement in Pennsylvania. Now, as you know, I'm not a tax professional, so I'm not licensed to give advice. However, I do pay taxes, and I paid taxes for quite a while. I've been retired for 3 years, and so I'm somewhat familiar with the tax situation here in Pennsylvania. In preparation for this video, of course, I've been doing a lot of research about taxes. If you go to the Pennsylvania Department of Revenue website, and I'll put a link below, you can read all about taxes, everything you would want to know about Pennsylvania taxes. I've tried to read through it, summarize, and create this video for you. I'm going to do it in 2 parts. The first will be concerning the personal income tax. That seems to be, of course, the major tax that everyone is concerned with. And then the second video is going to include all the other taxes that you may or may not be subject to here in Pennsylvania. All right, so we're going to get started. On the website, they have this little trifold brochure, which you can print off, that summarizes the personal income tax situation. In fact, it's called Personal Income Tax. And I wanted to read a little couple sentences here to you. It says, commonly recognized retirement benefits are not taxable for Pennsylvania purposes if you retired and met the requirements for retirement under your employer's plan. Goes on to say, income from a retirement annuity not sponsored by an employer or part of an employer's plan is not considered retirement income, and that will be taxable. In general, Social Security benefits and railroad retirement benefits are not taxable. Pensions are not taxable. Public pensions or private pensions, not taxable for Pennsylvania purposes. And your IRA distributions are not taxed either by Pennsylvania as long as you are at least 59 and a half years old. Now, the website in this little brochure also has the other categories of taxes, categories of income which are taxed. Of course, each of you will have different tax situations, so do your research, make sure you understand what would be taxable and what is not taxable. I did want to mention W-2 income. If you go back to work or you work part-time, you will be subject to, of course, the flat tax rate of 3.07%. Now that's one of the lowest flat tax rates in the country. Of course, because it's a flat tax, people just debate about whether flat tax is good, but we're not talking about that here. We're just talking about what it is at this point, which I did want to mention. Today is April 7th, 2021. So if you're watching this video, I wanted you to be aware of what date it was in case things change. You know, you never know what's going to happen with government regulations. And I know our governor's talking about making some changes in the tax structure. Whether that will happen or not, time will tell. Okay, so back to our W-2 income. That 3.07% will be deducted from your pay. And, excuse me, there are also some local taxes. There's an earned income tax and a local services tax. Now, your earned income tax and your local services tax are small, but they vary according to where you live and where you work in the state of Pennsylvania. I'll put a link down below of the website where you can type in the address of where you work and where you live, and it will tell you the percentage or the flat amount that they charge for those taxes. Those are deducted by your employer. Now back to the 3.07% personal income tax on W-2 wages. You can apply for tax forgiveness if you qualify, depending upon your income and your family size. So of course on the website there's this big chart that tells you, the income limits and if you would qualify. For example, if you are unmarried, separated and deceased claimant, so you're a single filer, and you can make up to $6,500 a year, and you will qualify for special tax forgiveness. Now, it doesn't just count your W-2 income for this figure. It also counts any other forms of income with a few exceptions. It doesn't count your Social Security, your retirement pension, those kind of things. So this is good for senior citizens, but it does count other types of income, even non-taxable, typically non-taxable income, like alimony would be included in this figure. So you really need to go to the website and look at your specific situation to see if you would qualify for this. But if you only have a pension and a little bit of IRA distribution and your Social Security, and say you work at Christmas time at the candy shop and you make a little money, you make a couple $1,000s, and you don't have investment income or interest or alimony, etc., then you're under that $6,500, you would get back 100% of your tax. There is a graduated scale here, so if you make up to $6,750, you'd get 90% back. So for each $250 more that you have in your income, your tax forgiveness would be decreased by 10%. And married claimants is a little different. You and your spouse could make up to $13,000 for 100% forgiveness. Then, of course, if you have dependents, most of us as retirees don't have dependents, but if you would, you can look at this schedule here. All right, thanks for hanging in there and listening to personal income tax in Pennsylvania. As I said, this is not a comprehensive look at the taxes, but just a brief overview, give you an idea and where to go to find specific information that pertains to your situation. If you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up. And I'd like to remind you to take care of yourself. Remember to eat right, get a little exercise, find a hobby, and socialize at a distance. And until next time, this is Monica Lou, and I am retired in Pennsylvania.